What is an industry secret that you know? The places you put your parents, even the more expensive ones. Independent and assisted living. Most are owned by investors who really don't care about your loved ones. Especially the larger corporate ones with multiple units in different states. Some people are paying thousands per month for the bare minimum of care and facilities. The shit I see and hear will make your skin crawl. Ever had those expensive Ghirardelli sundaes at their stores? Yeah, that's Dyer's ice cream with homemade hot fudge. Save yourself $16.02 and just buy the $4.95 bottle of Ghirardelli hot fudge and get the rest at the store. Recipe: 5 O's scoop. Hot fudge. 5 O's scoop. More hot fudge. Whipped cream. Crushed almonds. Nutrition labels on small, not well-known brands can be inaccurate, and nobody would ever know. Once you send your food product out to a lab to have a nutrition label created for it, that is the last time anyone is ever going to check it. It would take someone to pay for a new analysis at a lab to see if the percentage of core gum, for example, is still accurate, and nobody is going to do that. Some plus-size models get liposuction on their face and necks to be more aesthetically pleasing. Hospitals suck at cybersecurity. Used to screen resumes for small companies. Job requirements are more of a wish list situation. Never let some unchecked boxes deter you from applying. You have no idea what the applicant pool is like. The biggest boon, especially at small companies, is someone who legitimately cares. If you give one website your name, another website your number, and another website your email, there are services that merge info together by scanning the web and build a profile of you for ad targeting and sales. Some of you may assume this already, but it is standard practice and utilized more frequently than you might think. Almost all good glues, tapes, thermal pads, and lamination foils that hold things like cars together are made by Sekisui in Japan. The PVB that everyone in the world uses to make laminated glass? Sekisui to Car. Half of any given Tesla is held together or cooled by Sekisui materials. The stuff that makes movie theater popcorn taste like movie theater popcorn is called flavacol. It's a salt-like additive that you can buy yourself and add to your popcorn at home. A carton lasts forever because you only need like a teaspoon of flavacol per cup of kernels, and it's indistinguishable from the popcorn you get at the movies. The blue flakes in your laundry detergent are just the white flakes dyed blue. Theater seats aren't all the same size. Some are narrower than others. We use a variety to manipulate the sawtooth arrangement, so that you look through a gap between heads, not straight into the head of the person in front of you. That means some seats are better wider than others. Just last night we were playing a gig, and my guitarist said he was going to show us a little trick he uses to get everyone on the dance floor. Over the mic, he asked everyone to come up in front of the stage so we could get a group picture of everyone who came to the show. As soon as he got the pic, we started playing. Everyone stayed on the floor until the end of the set. It was a great. When you're buying a higher-end refrigerator, you're basically only paying for fancier doors. Most of the inner workings are the same, just a different door configuration. I used to work in the appliance industry. If you're shopping online, start the checkout process, and then before paying, close your window. You'll very likely get a coupon with a discount over the next few days in your email. Thrift shops throw away a lot of donations, and there's bugs in the back more often than would make any customer comfortable. Vehicles are offloaded from roll-off ferries, aka Roros, in a specific order for weight and balance reasons. If you are nice to the crew and give us cookies, you will be offloaded sooner. If you are verbally abusive to the crew, you will be offloaded last. Dead last. For weight and balance. In the visual effects industry, everybody learns on bootleg software of some sort. That is why those $2,600 list prices don't surprise anyone. I even had a high-level employee of one of the companies that make it yell at me once we don't care about some lone kid using it. We want to nail the companies pirating it. He was upset because I had heard through an industry grapevine that a big post house had been caught with bootleg software. It's not a secret, but Hollywood promotes many lies about my job. I'm a fire sprinkler tech. Hollywood always shows every head going off during a fire. Only the head that gets hot goes off. If it's a 10-story building and a fire is on the first floor, why would the heads on the 10th floor go off? Plus, there isn't enough water for that. Pull stations do not set off sprinklers. They are only tied to the alarm, not the piping. The only reason it bugs me is because it's life safety. And if someone hesitates to pull a pull station during a fire, people die. There's a good chance your college TA is surviving lectures by staying one chapter ahead of you in the textbook. I was told during my driver training for a public bus company, if a car pulls out in front of you, causing you to slam the brakes, hit it. Let the passengers claim insurance from the car driver. If you slam the brakes, avoid the collision. The injured passengers will sue the bus company. Chefs don't use secret ingredients, they use practice techniques and tools, like a thermometer and a timer. Those two tools will separate you from 95% of home cooks. Dawn dish soap is the single best way to clean up an oil spill on the small scale. The US government went to great lengths to try and make their own cheaper in-house equivalent of Dawn for cleaning up oil, but they found that they couldn't make it better or cheaper than Dawn already did, so they just buy Dawn. The machine that injects white fluff into Twinkie operates at 37 C diet high. If turned up to 55, it blows the twinkle to bits and makes a big mess in the lab. Never take the first settlement offer. Always counter. When dealing with savvy parties, the initial settlement demand is often twice the amount of money that the party wants. If a radio station says they're taking the X'd caller, they're not. They're just taking a random caller. I worked at a radio station and they told me to just get a winner. Most of the bugs found in video games weren't missed by the testers. There was a production decision not to fix them. In movies and TV, especially ones that involve action scenes, often when you see an actor wearing a button-up shirt, it's made extra long with little snaps that go between the legs, like a giant baby onesie. This is so the shirt doesn't come untucked when running or moving a lot. My friend worked in wardrobe and blew my mind when they showed me this.